So Santos, for another one. All right, I switched it up. Went to the studio, the gallery. But these are my paintings, by the way. For those that don't know, I like doing a little bit of art. It helps me steady myself, means of expression, and also keeps me from doing other things, you know what I mean? But I decided to switch it up for my buddy Ed out there. He said every time he sees me, I'm in the kitchen. How come every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen? He said he could see me gaining weight as I talk, so I figured maybe I should go somewhere else, you know what I mean? So what I'd like to talk about right now is we're starting this new thing, and I think it was spurred by New Year's, where everybody wants to start doing something different, right? Everybody wants to start exercising and doing all these different things. I'm going to quit doing this, whatever, right? So I want to talk about the actual importance of why creating a ritual, a devotional ritual, and how that helps you out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain it from a point of view of those of us who have been in recovery or treatment or jail or whatever, from a basis that where I've been and I can speak on, right? And what I like to talk about with rituals is the triggers. And those of you who have been through any type of treatment program, they talk about they trigger you to death, right? Let's talk about why that's important. In this Modern Mystic, we talk about the mind, body, and soul, or thought, matter, and energy, right? So these are three aspects of being in this three-dimensional world that helps us create the reality, this three-dimensional plane that we live in, right? So that's why we pick these three aspects of being. They use it in religious teachings. They use it in science. So I think that it's a good foundation from which we can build, right? So here we go. With a trigger on a psychological or mind or thought, right? What happens is you start thinking a certain way, right? When you see something or you experience something, you start thinking. And a lot of times the thought is like, man, I knew this was going to happen, man. Dang it, this always happens. Why does this always happen? God, I hate when this happens, man. I should go, man, why am I even doing this? I don't get it. Why do I even do this? I'm just going to go, man. Fuck it. I'm giving up. I knew it was going to happen. It's not going to work. I knew it was going to happen, right? Body matter, what happens is all the stress hormones start kicking in, right? All the cortisone and all the adrenaline, you get amped, right? And your body feel heat and agitation, and you start moving around, you start getting fidgety and moving around, right? And then on a soul or energy point, your vibrational frequency, even though you're feeling agitated with a lot of movement or unanxious, you're feeling it's actually a low vibrational state of being, because you start having those low vibrational thoughts, right? And it's a cycle. You have it's like a pyramid, actually. You know, you have the thought, and then you go from the thought to the matter, and the matter to the soul, and you know it's a pyramid that goes around and around, connected always at all the time. So then you're feeling these vibrational, because you're thinking this way and your body's feeling this way, it starts vibrating energetically at a certain frequency, right? And this frequency is then attracting more problems. So then what's going on? You start thinking, thought again, oh man, look at all the time I wasted, man, I might as well be out here doing what I do, right? I might as well go do what I do. At least you know what to expect. At least you're doing something that you like to do, instead of sitting in this room listening to these people or dealing with this person or about to get arrested or whatever, fighting with this person. I might as well go hit the block, right? Then you go hit the block, and then what? These are the thoughts, right? And then all of a sudden your body starts getting amped, like, ooh, hit the block. Oh God, yeah, man, I know exactly where I'll go. man, I'm gonna go right over here to so-and-so's house, and I know they're doing it up, right? And I know since I've been gone, they're gonna be like, ooh, we knew you'd be back, homie. Here, go ahead, take that, do this, enjoy that. And you start feeling it, your body starts changing chemically, starts feeling better than what you were just feeling like when you heard the news that got you amped up, right? And that feeling is a better feeling than the other feeling, right? So now your energetic frequency on the spiritual aspect, on the soul aspect, the energy aspect, your energetic frequency is changing to match you hitting the block or hitting that house or the casino or that someone you shouldn't call because you already know what it's going to end up like. That's how the trigger works. Because the next thing you know, you're right back to being what got you in front of that person that caused you to feel bad to begin with. And what do I mean by that? I don't know. Your people, places, and things always bring you back to jails, institutions, and death in the recovery world. Or in the unhealthy relationship world, always brings you back to that person that's not good for you, or that job that is sucking you dry, or that boss that demeans you and makes you feel like you ain't worthy and keeps you in that low vibrational state of being. Or keeps you next to the refrigerator, or keeps you running around with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Jane, Jan, or Dixie, I don't know, or smoking them cigarettes, drinking that Diet Coke, whatever, man, whatever it is, taking in those substances that are not actually good for your body. It doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol. It could be anything that you do to dull the pain that is coming externally. So why is it important to create rituals? Because then you start reprogramming your body to act a different way. You start reprogramming your body to act a different way. That's the whole reason why you do rituals. Whether it's meditation, whether it's mantras, whether it's running for 5 miles, running for 1 block at first, whether it's going to exercise, going to work out, whether it's picking up a hobby as in drawing, doodling, painting, whether it's doing wood sculptures, whether it's going to drumming, whether it's joining a men's group, whether it's learning new things. What it does is it changes your state of being so that when these things happen to you in the world, you have another place to ground you back in the conscious mind instead of the subconscious mind of the flight, fight, or freeze. So Maeve and I have a little 20-minute video talking about this, right? thismodernmystic.com on YouTube, or This Modern Mystic, or you go to our website and you'll be able to link onto it from there. We have a little 20-minute video on this because it's important to create a ritual for a limited time, giving people a step-by-step 30-day guide on creating a ritual in your life. We want to help people create rituals which will help them evolve into the life that they want to live. Create your ritual, man. This is a ritual for me. Doing these shows helps keep me in the state of being productive in life and moving in the direction that I want to move. I love it. Doing art is another ritual, helps ground me. And I hope you can find your ritual that helps ground you to change your vibration and your frequency so that it matches where you want to go in life. Don't forget to visit our website, thismodernmystic.com. And you can find us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Most of my people are on Facebook because my age, day and age I'm at. And I'll be back.